Here's my story. You tell me if it was worth it. I'll go through all 5 colleges I went to and the 4 degrees that I earned. I'll tell you where I went, I'll tell you when I went, I'll tell you how much each college cost, and then what I did with that degree. Tell me, guys, is it worth it? Leave me some comments. Do some of you fall into that same phrase, overeducated, or is that one word? I guess that's one word. Do you fall into the same thing? Do you feel the same way? I do. So here we go. Here's the first college out of 5, count them, 5 that I went to with 4 degrees. Yeah, crazy sometimes. Number 1. So when I got out of high school, I went to a community college, like a lot of my friends did. I had some friends that were, went the straight 4-year route, right? I mean, they got out of high school with great grades, and then they went to a big college immediately, got out 4 years, started their career, had kids and a family. Yeah, I wasn't one of those. So right out of college in 1980, I went to a community college where I stayed for 2 years. I got my AA, and it was free. It's a community college. It was actually maybe a mile from my house, so I could walk to class. It was awesome. Yeah, that was just the expected route. Okay, so nothing big there, no real big money spent. What did I achieve with that AA degree? Nothing. The only thing it allowed me to do was go to the 4-year colleges that I did later on. So, nothing really gained to it. Well, take it back. It was something gained because a lot of people don't, and AA is a college degree. A lot of people don't have that. So yes, I did gain something. And some jobs want you to have at least an AA degree. So I did gain something, but there was no money. There's no money out of pocket for that. So what did I do after that? I went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, which is a state school in California, in 1983. I stayed there for 6 months, partied my ass off, and paid $2,500. Okay, I like to think I'm reasonably intelligent, all right? I studied nothing. I spent no time studying. It was my first time away from my parents' house. I went crazy, chasing women, drinking. I think I got straight C's. I might have got a D in one class. So after 6 months, my mom looks at me and she goes, this isn't working. We're going to get you in a trade school. And at that point, I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I'll go, okay, Mom, sounds good. Let's do it. So did I achieve anything at Cal Poly? No degree earned. What was it? What did I say? $2,500. Okay, for 6 months. All right, that's maybe a minor mistake. Had a great time. But yeah, didn't achieve much from that. So let's forward that to 1984. Again, I just spent 6 months at Cal Poly, so, didn't take much time. I went to a drafting school in San Jose called Bay Valley Tech. I spent 18 months there. I got out with an AS degree, Associate Specialized, and it cost me $5,000. Okay? Now, this was 70 miles away. I was still living in my mom's house, and I was what? How old was I? This was 1983, so I was around 19, 20 years old. No, older than that, 21. So it was a 70-mile one-way trip, okay? So I would drive that. I'd get up 5:30 in the morning and drive my old Toyota Corolla up to San Jose every single day for that. My mom was great. She would get up and fix me breakfast every morning. My mother was a great mother. Okay, all around, she was a great mother. And look, I'm getting teary-eyed about her right now. She just passed on 3 years ago. So yeah, long trip, long drive. And after I got back from that drive, I'd usually get back about 6 p.m. I go to work at a gas station. Not every night of the week, I think 3, maybe 4 nights of the week. So what did I achieve from that? $5,000. I got into a drafting job. And I also taught drafting for a little while too there. It was only a couple years, but I did achieve something from it, right? But then after a couple of years of, teaching drafting, I was like, do I really want to make this my career? I mean, it was okay. I enjoyed teaching. As you might be able to tell from my videos, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable explaining my thoughts, theories, whatever. So I enjoyed it. I really did. But did I accomplish much? I don't know. A little, I guess. Yeah, teaching experience. Okay. So then 1987 or 88, one of those, I got into UCLA because I just started applying to colleges because I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do with my life, was be a drafting instructor. So UCLA, was there 3 years. I got a BA in sociology. It cost me $30,000. All right. Believe me, that's a lot better than people that are paying from out of state. Double that easily. So my BA in sociology, I knew, hold on, retirement vodka time. Every time I start thinking about money and maybe wasting money, it's time for retirement vodka. So I knew I couldn't do much with a BA in sociology, but I did have teaching experience. But in order to teach at a college level, I would have had to get at least a master's. And if it was a major college, a doctorate. Wasn't thinking about that though. After I got my BA, I was sitting around going, what am I going to do? My girlfriend at the time, she went to law school. She graduated the same time I did. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I can continue this whole school thing for another couple of years and figure it out. I had no idea what I wanted to do after I got out of UCLA, but I had a great time. Was it worth $30,000 of having a great time? No, but I did get a BA. And this allowed me to get into UC Berkeley, where I studied to get my MBA. This was 1990 or 1991. I can't remember. So long ago, man. I mean, senility is setting in. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you. So in order to get my MBA at Berkeley, obviously you needed a bachelor's degree to do that. Okay. So 90 or 91, I spent 2 years at UC Berkeley. Came out with an MBA, and that cost me $25,000. Okay, a little bit more expensive because it's a graduate program. All right, so all of my friends at Berkeley, and I'm telling you guys, I thought there were intelligent people at UCLA, but Berkeley, that MBA program, I mean, people from all over the world. I think Berkeley is a top 4 MBA program right now in the country. I was at the bottom of the class, and I had to study my butt off just to graduate. Okay, these people were amazing. They knew what they wanted to do. They did it. And now some of them are doing incredible things. I think one is a lieutenant governor. Can't remember what state. Another's on the board of the Wall Street Journal. I mean, it's amazing what these people are doing. But anyway, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I started to send resumes out. Because I had an internship in the music company. Started sending in the year before I graduated. Started sending resumes out. Got my music industry job. Now, let me tell you guys, as if you don't know already, money doesn't mean that much to me. Yes, would I like to have more? Yes, it would make my retirement more comfortable, but it's not the end-all be-all for me. It never has been. So, out of that $25,000 to get my MBA, was it worth it? Yeah, I think it was, because it got me my dream job in the music industry. The guy who hired me, a vice president of publicity, said the only reason he hired me is because he wanted to say to people, hey, my assistant has an MBA. Did I ever use my MBA? Kind of. To advance my career, no. The highest I ever got was a manager. I was in charge of 2 or 3 people, I think. So a low-level manager. So was it worth it? Was it worth it spending all this money? Let's total all that up. $60,000 in higher education with 4 degrees from 5 different colleges. Was it worth it, or was it a waste of money? What do you guys think? It got me my dream job, but you know what? That dream job in the record business, I could have got that with an AA. I could have got that with my first degree that I got from a junior college. Yes, they did want someone who had a college degree. Didn't have to be a bachelor's, could have been an associate degree. So, was it worth it spending all that money for these 4 different degrees and going to 5 different colleges? It sure was fun, but was it worth $60,000 to do that? No, I don't think it was. What it comes down to is, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? You don't need higher degrees to do what you want to do with your life. Well, in some cases you do. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, I get it, okay? In a lot of cases you don't. I could have got my dream job with just that first college degree. So guys, tell me your stories. What happened to you? Good, bad? And as always, from the lovely high desert, we got this.